Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we will be creating four characters, four-player characters, using this OSR retro clone. I've talked about this before a handful of times. It's called The White Box, fantastic medieval adventure game, and I believe it's based on the original D&D, hence the White Box name. So we will be making four distinct player characters for an upcoming new series I have in mind. The upcoming series in question will be a kind of a sequel to the Havoc campaign I was running as a playtest for my engine. Now the Havoc system has been shelved for now. I do that every so often. I will make huge edits to it. I will try it out and then shelve it for a month or two until I feel it's time to come back to it again. Now, right now I'm in the mood to try a different game that I typically don't play. I know I've dabbled with White Box before, and it would be nice to actually find a physical copy of the original White Box. That would be amazing, but I have not been able to find it anywhere for months on end, searching for it at local game stores and bookstores, etc. But this, of course, I found some time ago at a bookstore in its RPG section. So, without any delay, let's start on our first character, who will be Wolf. We'll carry him over, and we'll actually bump him up to level 2 because technically he did achieve something great in the last video, in the last episode of the Havoc campaign. And before I forget, to my viewers, uh, my usual visitors, I saw the poll, and as far as its turnout regarding using AI or traditional oracles for my videos, looks like there's been a slight favor, a lean to traditional oracles, which is great. I'm glad to see the engagement, and as expected, there's been a slightly more favor for the traditional approach. This doesn't mean I'm going to abandon AI at all, but in this campaign, if it turns into something greater, I'll be using traditional tables. Content from here, Table of Fables 2, which I've used before, and of course, my box has its own little fair share of rollable content. All right, so our first character, of course, will be Wolf. We'll have to convert him slightly from my system, not stat-wise, but class-wise, into he was a nomad fighter. So let's jump over to. I won't show the book entirely because I don't have much room on my table here, but I will obviously read out what I'm doing and try to show you while I flip pages. So character creation starts on, it appears, looks like roughly page after, there we go, page 6. So there's the character sheet, attributes. Modifiers based in this game, this version, are not that great. It lets you choose whether you want to use the book's recommendation, or you can go about the traditional 9 through 12 and plus 1, 2, 3. I'll probably just stick with the book. I want to try to play out of the book as much as possible. So we'll stick with these scores, this range of modifier. The 7 through 14 is obviously the stat. Now, this book is not too 140 pages, I believe, roughly 140. Yeah. So let's start. It doesn't clearly say where you start, but we'll roll 3d6 per, and I think I will assign them compared to just rolling them in order. I'm going to make him a fighter eventually. Let's use the blue die. We're rolling the first stat. Okay, that's going to be 11, 12, 13. So put 13 up here. Our second roll. Not bad at all. That's 12, 13, 14, 15. I have an idea where that will go. Now, my house rule that I've used before in these conventional systems, D&D style, that's a 5, 6, 7, 8, so that's a low roll. I typically use the 3d6 result for calm situations where an action is required, a roll is required. The modifier I use for chaotic moments, under stressful moments. That's how I like to distinguish both rolls. Obviously, with the 3d6 roll, I'm rolling at or below the value compared to the modifier roll at a difficulty number or higher. So it's pretty much flipped. Okay, let's roll the fourth result. That's a solid 10. And then we're rolling two more times here. We have a 5, 9, 13, another 13. These stats are good. One more roll. And look at that. 3 sixes in a row. That's going to be our best ability. That's an 18. So 6, 12, 18. Holy cow. That's great. Okay, so let's assign these. 18 is obviously going to be in strength. No doubt about that. That's a +1 per the rules. Actually, I'll double check that. Yep, +1. So that takes our 18 off the table. We have a 15, which is our second highest. I'm going to put that in Constitution. That's another +1. 7 through 14 is a solid 0. Then we have our third highest out of the two options here. We have 13. I'm going to most likely put that into a Dexterity. We'll take that off there. There's no modifier for that. Our second 13 I'm going to put into Wisdom. 10 we'll put into Intelligence. 8 will be in Charisma. There are his stats rolled up. Next, we're going to be looking at, I actually don't play, I will not be playing using uh, EXP. I'll be using a milestone system. That's the one thing I won't be following the book on. There might be several other things as we go. Okay. Strength, it gives you that extra bonus for XP, which I will not be doing, so I'm going to ignore that slightly. Intelligence, it gives a bonus for people who are magic users. Wisdom for clerics. Constitution. So this will give you, we have to pay attention here, because this gives you a boost in your hit die, +1 to your each hit die. So our Constitution is a decent +1 for our hit die. Luckily, we have that in place. So when we roll our starting hit points based on our class, I believe, we will be able to bump that up by 1. Dexterity, obviously that will improve our armor class. We use the modifier on our character's armor class, which we don't have a modifier on, so armor class will be based on the standard. Charisma has a 10 more to it. Looks like our charisma is going to be a small, on the lower side slightly, 8. We can have 3 hirelings, so I'm going to put this in our notes section. So 3 hirelings right here. With a morale of loyalty, I should say, -1. I'm not very familiar with hirelings or retainers. Don't use that often. Question if I even will. But it has a -1 for loyalty, so I will put that just in case I learn more about it or try it out. All right, next is going to be hit points. Hit points represents the amount of damage a character can take. The number of hit dice the character has each level, which is found in each character class later on. The player begins level 1, fighter. All right, so we'll get there in a second. We have alignment, law, chaos, and order, neutrality. I believe Based on the Havoc, the short-lived Havoc campaign, our character Wolf was on the side of good, but in exchange for a price. So, kind of a hired gun, if you will. We'll say he is neutral, but there's only three. Actually, I'm going to favor lawful for this one. Law corresponds to being good, chaos corresponds to being evil. Let's see, quite possible for referee to make an alignment system more complex. Lawful only means that you are in favor of centralized hierarchy. Let's see. I think bureaucracies. Let's do lawful good. So I'll write that in here. Lawful good. And his portrait would obviously be the Carl Urban character. And then character retirement, that's not relevant right now. Okay, character class. Move this mouse out of the way so you guys can see it a little better. Character class. Let me actually bump this up a bit so you guys can see the book. And I'll just roll dice when we need to. We're going to do fighter. That's what I've promised myself for this character specifically. Okay. Fighter is a warrior trained in battle. That's equipped with all character classes, deal out and absorb damage. Weapon restrictions. Fighters are trained in warfare, have no restrictions on the kind of weapons and armor they use. Combat Fury. Okay, so this is our first ability. I'm going to put abilities right here where it says so. Okay, Combat Fury. This will, against foes of one hit dice or fewer, fighters can get one attack per level each combat round. So if I were level 2, I can do 2 attacks on opponents who are 1 hit dice or fewer than my own. That's how I'm interpreting it. Saving throw. Fighters receive +2 bonus on saving throws versus death and poison. Okay. So saving throw is going to be a... Interesting. So it gives you an alternative saving throw matrix is used. It looks like it compresses it down to 1. So we'll do our starting saving throw, because we're doing level 2, will be 13. And then, so that gives him 2d6 to roll health, plus the 1 to hit. Okay. So he has a +2 modifier against death and poison. So I'm going to write that in here, death, poison. That might be more of a narrative. That might be more narrative flair in my style of play. So let's roll up his hit die. We will roll 2d6 and then add an extra 1 based on constitution. So let's get a blue die. This will be his starting 8 hit die. A very pathetic 3 plus 1. So that's 4. Hit die 2d6, which we rolled, plus the 1, so that's 3, 4. I'll do, he has hit die 2. Our max is 4. Current will be 4. That's really not much at all, but I'm going to win with it. He has +1 hit bonus, attack bonus, which there's, you have to put it down here. So basically that's a +1 roll. Ascending. Oh, right. I will be playing with ascending AC, not descending. FYI. So to hit, +1 would mean we have to roll plus our strength bonus, so that's essentially a +2. So if I'm not mistaken, ascending AC would mean we roll 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's counting my +1 for strength and the +1 I have on level 2, which means any AC, for example, 15, I gotta roll a 13 because that includes the bonus. Or to hit, I could just write these in normally or not write it at all and just remember I need the +2. So this part is a tad confusing. I could write it perhaps here, +1 attack bonus from the level itself. And level-wise, we are level 2. I'm going to pause the video and consider some options. Okay, so I like the idea of just writing it down here. And since we're using Ascended AC, I am technically correct. 2, if I roll a 13 to hit 15, Ascending AC, that's all I have to do. Because that 2 is already included. If I roll 13 plus 2, that's 15, and then it hits an AC of 15. So we'll keep it at that. All right, next. At 9th level, a fighter who chooses to build a castle is considered to have reached the rank of Baron or Baroness, that is establishing a stronghold. Experience bonus, which we will ignore. And that's it for... Oh, that's right. We are fighter, human. Actually, fighter for now. I think races are coming up. Right, so we're going to choose a race. Fighter can be... Our fighter can be dwarf, but we know he's a human already. I believe I mentioned that in the Havoc campaign. Whatever the human is. Was I missing it here? I think the humans don't really get any additional bonuses. Okay, I think the human is just, I don't see it anywhere here. That's quite alright. So I'll just put down human. No additional bonuses. Okay. Next, we have to do equipment for our friend here. And appearance-wise, I'm going to put down Carl Urban. Again, I like to reference real-life celebrities for appearance because it's a lot easier compared to just rolling up a randomized generator. Right, Carl Urban from Dread. Not from The Boys. Equipment. We have 3d6 times 10 gold, so we roll 3d6. All right, that's going to be a camera 6, 9, 10. That's 100 gold. Gold pieces. I'm going to put that off to the side here, kind of in line with the items. So I don't really track encumbrance that much, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's do weapons first. I'm going to give him a... Let's see, what should Wolf get here? We have... The game uses a d6, like I believe the original D&D. White box. Let's give him a Warhammer. 1d6. Okay. And actually, I'm going to write that down in the second line because it's a little hard to write the 1d6 modifier in there. Or the 1d6 notation. Warhammer. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right over here. Warhammer. I forgot it's a separate table. Okay. That's a 1d6. That's minus 10, 5 gold pieces. So then the 95 right there. Let's do a second weapon, perhaps a battle axe. Okay, let's go right here. That's a 1d6 plus 1. Okay. Next, armor. Not a lot of options, just a 4 and a gleaming shield. So, chainmail puts on a plus 4 on top of, I'm assuming, 10. Let's do chainmail. So I'll put that right here. That's plus 4. AC. A shield. Oh, let's minus that from the values. That's 30 gold pieces. 65. And then a shield, which is just a plus 1 AC. So now it's down to 55. Okay. That gives him, let's go back here. I'll verify some things. Ascending AC. An unarmored person has an AC of 10. So that gives us 10. No, there's no dexterity modifier. So we have 5, so 15 AC. And check that we have a shield, which is okay. All right. Now we need to get some adventuring equipment with the remaining 55 gold, or at least most of it. All right. So we have a bedroll, which would be wise. We get that. Bedroll is only 2 gold pieces, so we're down to 53. Then we have a, let's see, crowbar would be a good idea to get. Crowbar is 5 gold, so down to 48. Let's see, flint and steel. Start a fire, obviously, flint and steel. That will cost us 5 gold. Let's see, that puts us at 43. A helmet. Oh, helmet. I'm going to say helmet adds plus 10. A plus 1 on AC, so I'm going to put that in here. Helmet, that's plus 1 AC in my book. And he'll bump up to 16. There we go. Okay, helmet costs 10 gold, so not the cheapest item. Holy symbol lantern. I'm gonna skip that and just get torches when we arrive to rations. Trail per day dried. Let's do 6 rations, or 7 rations, 1 per day. So rations times 7, that's 7 gold. So we're looking at 26. And then we have rope. I'll let our assassin have that one if we, or rogue, whichever class it is. Thief. I believe it's thief. Spellbook not for him. Spikes, tent, torches. There we are. 6 torches for 1 gold. Times 6. That's 1 gold. 25. Okay. I believe that's all I'm going to do for him. So we'll carry over the 25 gold to the bottom right corner where you list your currency. I'll close out that transaction. And right now we are, let's see, equipment doesn't do magic. That's it for the first character, Wolf. He has been completed. There's our character sheet. Call Urban from Dread appearance. 3 hirelings. Background, I will worry about that off camera. Just making sure we didn't miss anything. That is good to go. Language, almost forgot. Languages, languages, languages. Let's see. Where is languages considered mentioned? Let's see. Let's look in the manual table of contents here. Languages. Do not see anything about languages here. Maybe I'm missing it. I'll say common. Where is languages at? Oh, down here. I'll say common, common tongue. And with his mid-range intelligence, I'm not going to give anything else to him. So if he had a +1, probably one additional language just to house rule it. But that's it for Wolf. He is complete. Our second character will be, let's see, what should I, let's choose the class first before I dive into anything else. I'm going to try to get the usual basics here. We have a cleric, we have our thief, a fighter, which we already have, the magic user, and our thief. Let's do our thief next. So he will be a thief, he or she will be a thief. And level 1, starting out, our race, let's jump back to, let's do the scores now, before we do anything else. There they are. Okay, so 3d6. We'll line them up. All right, so we have 8, 9, 10, 11. 10. 10. Oh my gosh, 6. That's pathetic. We should do this now without holding the pencil. Uh, Hand-eye coordination, not working today. 8, 10 again. Okay, this thief is very. All right. Okay, finally. So we have 11, 12, 13, 14. Now, obviously, be into dexterity unless I roll 3 6s again. 6. My gosh. Okay. So, yeah, not the best scores for a thief, but obviously 14 is going into dexterity. X that out. His next best score is going to be into wisdom for 11. His next best score is 2 10s. I'm going to say constitution and strength. Then we have, oh my gosh, his low intelligence will be 6. That's not good. 6 and 6. So, yes, not the best scores, but I have to live with it. He has no modifiers at all. 14 is the highest of the average range. So he's any d20 roll, it has to be flat. Okay. Nope. Character name. Let's see. What would be a good character name for our friend here, the thief? Let's say, let's do Bex. Bex and Constitution. Again, there's no modifiers for armor class or an extra hit die. Charisma will be at 6, which is 2 hirelings, including a loyalty of -2. 2, all right. Hit points, alignment. This guy will be neutral. Let's say, yeah, neutral. That works. All right. Next will be the class, which we're done. We just have to get the stats from the class. Thief. All right. There we go. Thief optional class, which we are using. Weapon and armor restrictions. Thieves are agile and skilled in combat. They may wield any weapon. However, they prefer to rely on reflex and wear leather armor. Okay. If I do follow that rule. 4 backs. Backstab. That's our first ability. Backstab. Saves an opponent who is unaware of presence. This receives +2 to the base hit bonus. Okay, so basically, the thief may roll his weapon damage twice. Ooh, interesting. So +2 attack bonus. I'm going to put the label here. The rest of it might have to reference in the book. Saving throw +2 bonus to aim and made to reduce or avoid effects of traps. Okay, so +2 on traps, magical or mundane. I'll just put +2 traps. Okay, thievery. That's obviously going to be a no-brainer. Thievery. Stealthy, light-footed. Okay. Establish a guild. Ninth higher level. Experience bonus will ignore. All right, he's a level 1. His hit die is 1, so we roll a d6. Let's roll now. This will be his HP. Wow, he has more than the fighter. Yep, he has more than the fighter. Okay, so his hit die is 1. Max is 5. Current is 5. He has no hit bonus, so we will put in the usual. We're doing ascending AC. FYI. Okay. Thievery 2. Oh, right, so Thievery, I almost missed that. That's the amount of times within the d6 to consider. That's the Thievery rating. All right, I almost forgot about that. So we have 2. I have to remember that. I trust. I'm assuming I will miss that quite often, but I hope I don't. I'm thinking I might. All right, his saving throw will be 14. No hit bonus, and I believe that's it for our class. Now we have to choose a race. For this one, or elf. Let's take a look at the. I'm thinking elf might be our thief here. Probably a female. I've been saying he so far, but this might be our female character. Character advancement. We can determine elves in many different ways. Let's see, perhaps the elf has 2 alternatives. I will say restrictions. I don't see anything about not being a thief, but I will say a thief. I'm sorry, an elf. Let's put. I almost forgot to put the gender here. I'll put the gender right here, male. For our friend Wolf, and then she's a female. Let's see. Weapons and armor restrictions. +1 to hit damage when fighting goblins, orcs, intelligent undead, or lycanthropes. They're immune to paralysis caused by undead such as ghouls. Okay, that's quite a bit of info right there. So elven abilities, character advancement. Trying to figure out how to put this all in one little section here. Character abilities. Let's do. Let's see, weapons and armor restrictions. Let's do +1 AB or damage. Goblins. I'll do races. And I'll have to just look at the book when fighting. And then, keen detection. Might just use that narratively. Elves are good at spotting hidden and concealed doors, 1 to 4 and a 6. Passing by. Oops. Okay, so the elf. Oh, elf variants, right. That's Thumbmarkers may allow the elf to advance as a blend of fighter and magic user, which we're not doing. The halfling. Okay, now we're off to equipment. Like before, we're rolling 3d6. Just so you guys can see the roll there. We got 8, 9, so that's 90 gold. Let's jump over to weapons. I'll give her thief or dagger as usual. The dagger's a d6, -1. Let's see, 1d6, -1, and a sharpening of the pencil. There we go, that should be better. Okay. Next, I'll probably do. Let's do. That's 3 gold. Can't forget to deduct that from our balance. 87. Let's do another dagger. 1d6 -1. It's going to be, let's see, 654, 84. I'll allow him to have 2 daggers. And then armor. Oh, we need to give him a long range weapon. A ranged weapon. Missile weapons, as it's called here. We'll give. I'm sorry, her. I keep saying him. Her. Bex. You know what? Female Bex. Let's change the name. I'm going to say Rayla. Yeah, Rayla. That works. I like that. Rayla. Okay. Let's do a short bow. Which will cost us 25 gold. Wow. All right. So that's a 1d6 -1. 84. It's -20. So we're looking at 60. So 59. All right. I don't typically track ammunition. Oh, there's my head. I don't typically track ammunition or arrow count, but I might consider it. I don't know right now if I will. I don't typically do. Let's see. That should be fine for weapons. Leather. So per the book, we can't. Thieves prefer to wear leather, so we'll put leather here. That gives us a +2 AC. But officially a 12. And now we're down to. So that's a 44. Now equipment. Which is over here. Let's see, what should we give Rayla? Let's do a bedroll. Essentials. That's 2 gold pieces, so 42. Case, crowbar, flint, steel, garlic, grappling hook. That sounds like something a thief would have. Which costs us 5 gold. That's going to be, let's see, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, so 37. Grappling hook, hammer, helmet. Not going to wear one. Lantern, mirror, oil, pole. We'll do a pole. 10 feet. A pole is only 1 gold, so 36. Rations, we need our rations for 7 days. Times 7, that's -7, so it'll be 25. Rope, obviously needs a rope. That rope will be 50 feet. 5 gold pieces down to an even 20. And then shovel spikes. I think spikes might be something up her alley. Times 12. That's only 1 gold piece. That's a heck of a bargain. Tent, not her. Torches, I think we'll leave that to. I mean, it's literally only a coin, one gold piece. So that's 618. Water skin. Oh, I forgot about that actually for a fighter. Wolf. You need a water skin to drink. So I can't even read my own handwriting. So 18, so 17. I'm gonna water skin for Wolf here. I gotta do the essentials. So he's down to 24 now. There we go. All right. I believe that's all the items. So the gold pieces will carry over to here. X that out. Jump back over to race because elves speak elf languages. Common plus hers. So elves should be able to speak gnolls, goblins, orcs, and hobgoblins. All right, we'll write that in here. Okay. Gnolls, goblins, orcs. Okay. Great. I believe we are set, except for what her appearance will be. Still thinking about that. What I do want to do off camera, like I said on the back, I use note cards when I print these, is write their backstory. That may be an assist from AI, I don't know yet, but Wolf, I have a general idea. With these 3D characters from scratch, that will take me some time. I don't want to push the video longer than it already is. So female, that's all I know for now. Okay, Rayla is complete. Yep. All right, so we have our thief, our third character. If my nails work, there it is. All right, now let's choose a class, which I like to do first. Let's see. The cleric, we can do magic user. I'm not gonna do magic user. Yeah, let's do magic user. All right, magic user. Okay. We'll make the magic user. Who can do magic? Let's see. Let's checking if maybe the halfling. Don't typically play as halflings. Halflings can be fighter or thief. All right, so definitely not an option. The elf variant, we already have one. The dwarf or thief. That's fair. So I guess our magic group will be human. All right, let's roll up our stats. There it is. All right. That's going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 13. Decent. That's going to be 11. So even though in this game, the modifiers are compressed to either -1 or +1, I still think the standard house rule of using rolling at or below your 3d6 ability score is adequate enough for most common situations. So we have, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, another 8. Okay. Ah, that's a good score, but not enough for +1. All right. Drop the D6 on the floor, as usual. I rolled a film ball on that one. All right. 4, 5. That's pretty bad. But that's okay. That's the point of this. All right. We have no modifiers besides a negative modifier. 7 through 4. The 5 will go where I decide it will go. All right. For our magic user, Magic is going to be intelligence, I think. That's the intelligence. I think it's actually in the ability scores. Attributes. Intelligence as the magic user's special ability. Yep. So 14-2 intelligence. Next will be, let's say, wisdom. Charisma, next will be 11. And then, let's say 5. Geez, 5 would be dexterity, I'm afraid. Oh, that's another negative, right? Yeah, that's the negative one I was talking about earlier. 8 and 8, obviously, for strength and constitution. So no modifiers for anything except for the. I'm okay with that. As long as intelligence is good. All right, so for charisma, 11 gives us a hirelings of 4. Hmm, how did I label the other ones? Okay, so 4 hirelings. Okay, with a loyalty of nothing. That's fine. I'll take it. Alignment. Uh, this he'll be lawful. Lawful. And a level 1. Next, gotta go to the class. Okay. Magic user. Magic user owner book. Spells. Let's see. Spell casting. Well, that's obvious. I'm not going to waste space for that. Saving throw. +2 on saving throws versus spells, including. Alright. So +2 spells. Experience bonus, which we're not doing. Okay, experience. Let's see. 1 hit die, d6. 3. Alright, that's something at least. 1 hit die, 3 max, 3 current. And then to hit, no bonus, so we have to write down everything again here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. All right. Saving throw is 15. And we can know only one spell right now. That's fine. We'll jump to that after equipment. And we can choose a race, which we're human, so there's nothing that improves off of that. 3d6 roll for our gold. That's going to be a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 100 gold also for our friend here. Oh, I have a name for our male character here. Theus. 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 Okay. Equipment, 100 gold, solid. Let's do weapon. Oh, that's right. We need to pay attention to restrictions for magic users. I'm guessing just a staff or the book itself. Just slap the enemy with a book. Restrictions tend to spend their waking hours in study of arcane tomes and scrolls. As such, they have little time to train with weapons. Magic users may only wield daggers or staves. Stabs, I'm sorry. Not allowed to use of armor. Jeez. So that's only a 10 for armor class. Which means dagger. I'm going to give him a dagger. That's a dagger. That's a 1d6 -1. That's going to be 3 gold. Yep, 3 gold down. No armor, nothing else. Okay. Now looking at. So the spell book is 100, but I'm going to give him. Here's the thing. I've talked about this numerous times. Will I be following the spell system that Whitebox uses, or I'm going to be using Karen, which is a spell book you hold in your hand. You summon it, the spell book is done. I don't know. I believe I will. I said earlier I want to follow the game as close as I can. Besides XP, tell you what, I'm going to probably house rule it in the future, but let's go by the book to an extent. So, as usual, bedroll. That puts us down to 95. I'll give the spellbook for free. I'm not going to be spending 100 on that. Crowbar, flint and steel, garlic, grappling hook, hammer, helmet, holy symbol. We'll do that. That's more probably for a cleric, but holy symbol, that's down 2, so 93. The lantern, mirror, oil, rations, we need that. Times 7 for 7 days, that's 7 gold down. So we'll do 86. Sax, shovel, spellbook, which we already have. Tent. He will carry the tent. I'll give that to him. With the spare gold from not spending on the book, technically, 66. All right. Thieves' Tool. I can't believe I forgot to give Thieves' Tools to our thief. All right, I'm going to cheat it and give her some Thieves' Tools. I totally missed that. Thieves' Tools. I apologize about that. Completely missed that. For free, of course. I wanted to have their essentials because it's a solo play. So, gosh, I missed that. I'm sure some of you were yelling at the screen at that point. Water skin, at least remember now. Water skin, tent is minus 20, which I already did. Water skin is the 65. Okay, so 65 gold left over. That's fine. Now, XP, that's it. Theus is complete. We'll worry about the look off camera. All right. Oh, spells. Nope, not complete. Gotta do spells. I can learn one spell. So where are spells in this game? Let's see. Attack roll. Here it is. Nope, that's saving throws. Spells. Okay. Magic user spell list. Level 1. Charm person. Detect magic. Hold portal. Light. Protection from chaos. Read. Magic. Sleep. Let's do... Protection from chaos. Read languages. Oh yeah, I want to put down common. No modifier, so I can't increase that beyond one language. Let's do detect magic's always a typical one, so let's try that. Detect magic. Okay. That's all I can do. Or yep. Okay, that'll be our third character. DS is complete. We have modifiers. Moving on to our last character, might be a cleric. That's the other option. Let's see what classes we got. Don't often play as a cleric, so it would be interesting to try it out. Where's the cleric at? Oh, right. I'm sorry. Cleric's right here. The cleric. Okay. Definitely going to play as a cleric. This one. Alrighty. Let's jump back to the attributes. Cleric's focus is... Let's see. Let's read more about the clerics. I'm learning as I do this too. Clerics are armored priests who serve a particular alignment or religion train. Deity players may make up the details if the referee doesn't use a particular mythology for the campaign. Mythologies and other details of a campaign world come later if the referee is just starting. Cleric is a champion of his faith and moral alignment. The character might be a sinister witch hunter, exorcist of demons, shining knight of the faith, secret agent of some temple hierarchy. Since many of the cleric's abilities are oriented toward healing and protecting, They tend to play in support role during combat. However, they are able to stand shoulder to shoulder with party's fighters if need be. At least for a while, clerics be either lawful or chaotic evil. No neutral. So we'll say lawful so far. That's how my party has been, besides our thief, I think. Okay, alignment lawful. Weapon and armor restrictions. Because Secret Legends practices, clerics may only use blunt weapons, clubs. Okay. And only missiles weapons they're allowed is oil. Clerics have no armor restrictions. That's good to know. Right, because obviously by the picture here. Spellcasting. They can cast spells. Saving throws. +2 against poison paralysis. I'll just say poison. Let's see. Okay, we have all this huge chart here. Might be skipping ahead here just for the heck of it. Let's do saving throw of 15. We won't do the hit dice just yet, just in case we roll a higher Constitution. No spells. I forgot about that. They don't do spells yet off the bat. Turning the undead. Clerics can use the divine power to banish the undead. So I'll put that down here. Turn the undead. I'll have fun with that one because this will take place in a dark fantasy, so there'll be a lot of dead, ghost spirits, zombies, etc. Establish temple. Turn the undead. Lawful clerics only have the ability to turn the undead. Good. I am a lawful cleric. Undead variant, chaotic, undead variant. Excellent. Let's go back to the start because we did skip ahead quite a bit. And all right, so first know this by heart now. Anything 7 through 14 is nothing. Let's roll up our stats. Okay, that's going to be 12. That's a 10. Ooh, okay, that's good. 12. That's 16. I know where that one's going. 13. Good scores so far. Knocked on the table. Okay. 9, 10, 11. Okay, good, good. Only one modifier so far. That's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'll take it. All right, the scores are good. I like that. Probably the better scores so far tonight. And made a book to put. So let's see. Where does the cleric? What does the cleric use the most? I'm guessing strength and intelligence, and a mixture of constitution too. Let's see. Magic users. I don't see. A cleric character with wisdom 15 gets another 5%. Interesting. So wisdom is also a consideration for a cleric. Let's see what the cleric says. I think we read it already, but I didn't see anything mentioning abilities or attributes. Spellcasting. Let's see. That's pretty much an all-around character to an extent. I will say 16 to what's our fighter's strength? I want to get a comparison here. Not as much as the fighter. Okay, so and what's our wizard's magic? Or not our wizard, sorry. Our magic user. In front of me. Intelligence 14. Okay, so I'm gonna say wisdom in this one. Well, hmm. Okay, so I was definitely right. Just a quick little research. 16 for wisdom, no doubt. Next is strength, 13. Next is whoops, erase the 12 there. 12 for constitution. Let's do 11 for dexterity, 10 for intelligence, 9 for charisma. Okay, and the only modifier is the +1 for the wisdom. Good, 7 for 14 for everything else. Now, This will be, well, let's see what race we can do for our cleric here. Spellcasting, fighter, magic user, the dwarf. Okay, I'm curious about the dwarf here. Workmanship between two classes, fighter or thief, if used. So it can't be the dwarf. I was hoping it would be, but can't. Elf, may use fighter or magic. The elf. May allow elf to blend a fighter magic user. Halfling. I guess human again. Will be a male character. And I have a silly name for him. Darbus. Darbus has no master. Okay. Um, cool. There's our scores. Let's see, what were there was no armor restrictions. Weapons has to be blunt objects, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just quick little gander back. Weapons. Okay. Spellcasting. Only use blunt objects. Okay, club, flail, mace. No armor restrictions. Okay, so first we'll get the armor. We did all that. No spells yet. Equipment. Make sure we got everything else complete. Oh yeah, right. We have to go back to a few things here. Releases, magic user, cleric. Okay, just quickly little to hit. You gotta roll up the HP the hit die. 5. Okay, I'll take it. 1, 5, no modifier, obviously. Level 1. To hit, there's no bonus, so we do the usual 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Saving throws 15, already did that. No hit bonus so far. Now we go to equipment, I believe. There it is, 3d6 times 10. That's going to be a, oh wow, okay. So 10 and 13. I'll take it. That's 133 gold. 130 gold, sorry. All right, now let's jump to armor first. Either armor or weapon. Let's do armor. So I'll definitely do chainmail and shield. Plus 4 AC. That's going to be 50 gold pieces. 987, so that's 70 gold. Alright, and then a shield. Just plus 1 AC. That's 10 gold, 60. That puts us at 15 AC with a shield. And we might do a helmet too. Weapon, blunt objects. Let's see, mace. Spear. Can't do that. Mace. I think mace might be the best option. We'll do mace. 1d6. And that'll cost us 10 gold pieces. Sorry, 5 gold pieces. 55. I'll jump over here for our travel, our adventuring gear. Bad roll. Okay. That's 2 gold pieces, 53. Bad roll, case, crowbar, flint steel, garlic. That's 10 gold pieces. Okay. 43. Helmet. We'll do a helmet. House rolled out to plus 1 AC. So now he's at a 16, much like his fighter colleague. Go. And that's going to be Place it down. So now we're down to 33. And what's that spending? Holy symbol. Okay, that's going to be 2 down, so we're at 31. Oil pull rations for 7 days. It's going to be 24. Wait. Let's see. Yep. Sack, shovel, spellbook, spikes, tent, thieves' tools, torches. We'll do actually no, we'll hold off on torches. Water skin. That's -1, so 23. So he has left over 23 gold pieces, and we don't have a name yet. We don't have an appearance yet. Background that'll be again. Everything on that will be off camera. I think we are done with him. Can't do any spells yet. So there we go. A quick little recap. And oh yeah, that's right. I have to number my characters in order. So thieves, Rayla will be there. Let's figure out how this, because this helps me out in combat or encounters. So the leader is obviously going to be our wolf friend. He's at number 1. Number 2, I think I'll do the thief. So Rayla will be number 2. Let's see, who will be number 3? I don't typically use clerics much, so I'll probably put the cleric last. Magic user will be 3. And Darbus will be number 4. Here's our team of misfits. They will be starting out in my next series, piggybacking off the Havoc campaign. I don't want to drop that. Just it won't be using the Havoc system. This will be using the white box because I'm in the mood for old OSR gameplay. We have Carl Urban appearance. I'm going to figure it out for Rayla, Theus, and Darbus. But that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was nice to do a tabletop video again. It's been some time. And I hope you enjoyed the content. Feel free to watch my Havoc campaign, which was a playtest of my Havoc engine, which has been shelved for now. And if I come back to it in a month or two, I guarantee the rules will be drastically different to an extent. So I look forward to playing this campaign with these 4 characters using just ideas from my mind and tables 2 and stuff from Whitebox and potentially other systems too, just for the content, including Maze Rats. Now, the style of play, that's the question. Will it be Hex? Will it be Theater of the Mind? Will it be both? I don't know. Most likely will be Hex. But that's going to be it for now. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.